you ever held a warm, soft donut in your hand and wondered, how on earth do factories make thousands of these in a single day? How does a lump of dough turn into that golden brown ring covered in glaze or sprinkles that makes our mouths water? Today, we're going deep inside a modern donut factory to watch the entire journey, from raw ingredients to the moment they're packed and sent out to shops. And trust me, the process might surprise you. Step 1. Preparing the ingredients. The donut's journey begins with quality ingredients, carefully selected for consistency. In large food factories, most of the main ingredients, like fine wheat flour, are stored in giant silos. These silos can hold several tons of flour, which is piped directly into mixers through sealed tubes. Other ingredients, sugar, powdered milk, baking powder, salt, eggs, shortening, and yeast, are measured using precision weighing systems. Some donut recipes use flavor enhancers like vanilla extract or nutmeg powder for aroma, while chocolate donuts may include cocoa powder in this early stage. In a factory, accuracy is key. A small mistake in proportions could ruin thousands of donuts in a single batch. Step 2. Mixing the dough. Once the ingredients are ready, they're poured into industrial mixers the size of small cars. Unlike a kitchen mixer at home, these machines use heavy-duty paddles or spiral hooks to blend massive quantities at once. The mixing process is divided into two parts. Dry mixing, the flour, sugar, salt, and leavening agents are blended together for a consistent base. Wet mixing. Liquid ingredients like water, milk, eggs, and melted shortening are added gradually, creating a soft, stretchy dough. For yeast-raised donuts, the dough is kept moist and elastic to allow proper rising. For cake-style donuts, the batter is thicker and has a denser texture, thanks to baking powder instead of yeast. Step 3. Proofing for yeast donuts. For yeast-raised donuts, one of the most critical stages is proofing, where the dough is given time to rest and rise before shaping or frying. In large-scale factories, this happens inside proofing chambers, enclosed, climate-controlled rooms designed to maintain the perfect balance of temperature and humidity. During proofing, the yeast comes to life, feeding on the sugars in the dough and releasing tiny bubbles of carbon dioxide. These bubbles get trapped within the gluten structure, slowly making the dough expand, soften, and develop its airy texture. The process can take anywhere from 30 minutes to over an hour, depending on the dough's composition and the factory's production speed. Too little proofing and the donuts will be dense. Too much, and they may collapse during frying. This careful timing is what gives yeast-raised donuts their signature light, fluffy interior, the kind that practically melts in your mouth when you take a bite. Step 4. Shaping the donuts. Once the dough has been mixed, rested, and reached the perfect texture, it's time to give it that unmistakable donut shape. In modern factories, this is done using specialized shaping machines designed for speed and precision. For classic ring donuts, the dough is first rolled into even sheets before ring cutters stamp out perfectly round shapes, each with a neat hole in the middle. The scraps left behind are collected, re-kneaded, and used again to avoid any waste. For cake-style or batter-based donuts, depositors are used instead. These machines release precise portions of batter directly into molds or, in some cases, straight into hot oil. Every shaped donut lands neatly on a moving conveyor belt, ready for the next step in its journey. High-speed production lines can shape and align more than 5,000 donuts per hour, ensuring every single one looks identical. A level of consistency impossible to achieve by hand. Step 5. Frying the donuts. Now comes the part that makes donuts truly irresistible: frying. The shaped dough is gently lowered into massive fryers filled with hot vegetable oil, kept at a steady 180 degrees, 356 degrees. They float on the surface, cooking for less than 2 minutes on each side. An automated flipping arm turns them midway, ensuring even browning. The oil temperature is constantly monitored to prevent overcooking or sogginess. When they come out, they have that perfect golden brown crust, crisp on the outside, soft and airy inside. Before moving to the next stage, excess oil is drained away on mesh conveyors. Step 6. Cooling the donuts. Freshly fried donuts are far too hot for handling. Cooling them is crucial before adding any toppings. Factories use long cooling conveyors or perforated racks where donuts rest for several minutes. This step ensures the glaze or icing won't melt and slide off, keeping the finish neat and appetizing. Step 7. Glazing the doughnuts. For classic glazed doughnuts, the cooled rings pass through a glaze waterfall, a curtain of warm, sugary syrup that coats them evenly. Some factories use a dipping system instead, submerging each donut halfway for that signature half-glazed look. The glaze sets quickly, forming a thin, sweet shell that cracks slightly when bitten. Step 8. Filled donuts. Not every donut has a hole in the middle. Filled donuts, with cream, custard, or jam, are made differently. First, whole donuts are fried and cooled without a hole. They are then placed into filling stations where sharp nozzles pierce the side and inject the filling in a single burst. The amount is precisely measured, so every donut has the same indulgent center. Popular fillings include strawberry jam, vanilla custard, chocolate cream, and even peanut butter. Step 9. Adding toppings and decorations. This is where the creativity comes in. Donuts are sent through decoration stations where they may be dipped in chocolate or caramel, sprinkled with nuts, coconut flakes, or rainbow sprinkles, drizzled with flavored icing or syrups. Some toppings are applied manually for custom orders, while large batches use automated sprinklers and coating drums. The result? Rows of donuts that look like edible art. Step 10. Quality control. Before any donut is packaged, it must pass quality checks. Inspectors look for correct size and weight, even coloring, proper filling and topping coverage. Any donut that's misshapen, overcooked, or underfilled is removed. In some factories, AI-powered cameras scan every piece for defects, ensuring only perfect donuts reach the customer. Step 11. Packaging. Once approved, donuts move to packaging lines. Each donut is placed into trays, boxes, or sealed plastic bags to keep them fresh. Labels with flavor, nutritional information, and expiration dates are attached automatically. For large shipments, multiple boxes are stacked into bigger cartons for safe transport. Step 12. Distribution. From the packaging room, the donuts are loaded into temperature-controlled trucks. These trucks deliver them to supermarkets, cafes, bakeries, and convenience stores, often within hours of production. Some factories even ship donuts internationally, using special cold storage containers to keep them fresh during long journeys. Fun fact: special seasonal donuts. Many factories produce limited edition donuts for holidays like Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. These may have unique shapes, colored icings, or thyme sprinkles. The process is similar, but with custom cutters, special toppings, and seasonal flavors. The donut's journey recap from flour silos to the mixing bowl, from proofing chambers to shaping machines, from sizzling fryers to cooling conveyors, from glaze waterfalls to packaging lines. Every donut we eat has gone through a precise, carefully timed process. So, the next time you bite into a fluffy, sugary donut, you'll know just how much skill, machinery, and care went into making it. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, make sure to subscribe to Food Factory for more fascinating journeys of your favorite foods, straight from the production line to your plate. And here's a question for you. If you could invent your own donut flavor, what would it be? Comment below. Your idea might just inspire our next episode.